Hello, this is Brent from Brent's Hockey Network, and this is the GM um, update for the Discord League. Starting off with the Los Angeles Kings, who are the worst team right now in the league. First, they were away from home. They beat St. Louis 4-1. This Kempe from Athanasiou and Iafallo on the power play. Then Doughty from Bjornfot and Kempe on the power play. Then Athanasiou from Kempe and Byfield. And then Gunstrom from Doughty in the empty net. Then you lost at home 4-3 against the Arizona Coyotes. It is Hala from Duclair and Gunstrom, then Athanasiou from Bjornfot and Kempe on the power play, then Kempe from Byfield and Athanasiou. Then they were at home and then they played Edmonton and lost to them 2-1. It is Hoffman from Duclair and Mata on the power play. Then you won against Detroit 3-2 in overtime away from home. Is Iafallo from Kopitar and Siegenthaler. Kopitar from Duclair and Hoffman on the power play, and then Siegenthaler from Byfield and Vatanen in the overtime. Then you lost away from home 3-1 against the Ottawa Senators. It is Hoffman from Iafallo and Bjornfot. Then your last game in February, you lost that one 3-2 against the Philadelphia Flyers. Away from home, it is Gunstrom from Kempe and Hamonic, and then Athanasiou from Duclair and Vatanen. These are your player statistics. You are 30th in the NHL. You have 59 games played, 24 wins, 31 losses, 1 overtime or shootout loss. You're 161 goals for, 166 goals against. You're 19% on your power play, and you're 72.6 on your penalty kill. You're 4-6 in your last 10. You lost your last 2. You went 2-1, and you have 49 points. Next team is the Dallas Stars. You started off with a loss away from home 3-4 against the Edmonton Oilers. Como scored from Dickinson and Robertson. Radulov scored from Klimberg and Heiskanen, and then Dickinson scored unassisted. Then you won in a shootout away from home against Chicago. It is Robertson from L'Esperance, Dickinson from Heiskanen and Radulov, Dickinson from Radulov and Gurianov. The only one to score in the shootout was Radulov. Then you won at home 2-1 against San Jose. It is Gurianov from Radulov and Dickinson, and Como from Simone and Harley. Then you played the Winnipeg Jets, and you lost to them away from home 3-4. It is L'Esperance from Alexiak and Klimberg, then Como from Robertson and Alexiak, and then Kiviranta from L'Esperance and Klimberg. Then you won away from home against Philadelphia Flyers 3-2. It is Dickinson from Gurianov and Klimberg, Gurianov from Dickinson and Simone, then Kiviranta from L'Esperance and Klimberg in the empty net. And then you won away from home in a shootout 2-1. It is Lindell from Simone and Dickinson on the power play, and then in the shootout, it was Klimberg. Player statistics so far. In your 27th overall in the NHL, 60 games played, 26 wins, 29 losses, 5 overtime or shootout losses, 141 goals for, 158 goals against, 21.2 on your power play, 78.9 on your penalty kill. You're 4-5-1 in your last 10, you won your last 2, and you have 57 points. Next one is Montreal. You lost at home 5-2 against the Anaheim Ducks. It's Weber from Kotkaniemi, then Vajimo from Anderson and Stahl. Then you won away from home against the New Jersey Devils 4-3. It is Suzuki from Edmonton and Gardner. Then it's Gallagher from Suzuki and Blandisi. Then it's Armia from Vagina and Blandisi. And then it's Blandisi from Armia and Petrie. Then you lost in a shootout away from home 3-2. It is Gallagher from Tatar and Weber on the power play. And then Kakanyemi from Toffoli and Byron. Then you lost 3-1 at home against the St. Louis Blues. It is Tatar from Suzuki on the power play. Then you won in a shootout 3-2 away at home against the Washington Capitals. It is Kakanyemi from Byron and Petrie and Paling from Anderson. In the shootout, Tatar, Armia, and Petrie all scored in the shootout. Then you won away from home 4-1 against Tampa. It is Byron from Petrie and Toffoli, Tatar from Gallagher and Mateo on the power play, Toffoli from Kakanyemi and Byron, and then Armia from Blandisi and Petrie in the empty net. Then you won away from home 5-3 against the New York Islanders. It is Suzuki from Weber and Gardner on the power play, Suzuki from Tatar and Gallagher, Weber from Suzuki on the power play, Suzuki from Gallagher and Tatar, and then Suzuki from Gallagher and Weber in the empty net. You are 24th overall in the NHL. You have 60 games played, 25, 24, and 11. You're 169 goals for, 190 goals against. 20% on your power play, 74.4 on your penalty kill. You're 6-3-2. You're 6-2-2 in your last 10. You won 2 in a row, and you have 61 points. Next is me, the Carolina Hurricanes. Won my first game 6-3 away from home. It is against Tampa Bay. It is Necas from Juwan, Trocheck from Necas and Bear, Trocheck from Juwan and Hamilton, Ponomarov from Vogel and Hamilton. Then it's Necas from Hamilton in the empty net, and then Niederreiter from Suzuki and Bear in the empty net. Then we won at home 4-2 against the Stanley Cup champions, Pittsburgh Penguins. It's Suzuki from Vogel, Snechka from Aho, Teravainen from Slavin and Hamilton on the power play. Then it's Necas from Juwan and Shea. Then we beat the St. Louis Blues at home 4-1. It is Teravainen from Necas and Slavin on the power play, Aho from Slavin and Hamilton on the power play, Snechka from Teravainen and Hamilton in the empty net, and then Teravainen from Snechka and Slavin in the empty net. Then we defeated the Boston Bruins away from home 4-1. It is Snechka from Teravainen and Shea, Teravainen from Aho and Slavin, Necas from Trocheck and Snechka on the power play, the Geeky from Fast and Shea. Then I won at home 4-2 against the Calgary Flames. It is Hamilton from Snechka and Aho, Teravainen from Snechka and Aho, then Trocheck from Snechka and Pesce on the power play. Then it's Aho from Pesce in the empty net. Then we won at home 3-1 against the Florida Panthers. It's Teravainen from Snechka and Kulak. Then it's Shea from Snechka and Pesce on the power play. Then it's Trocheck from Necas and Juwan. And then we won at home 3-2 against the New Jersey Devils. It is Juwan from Necas and Fleury, Juwan from Necas and Ben, and then Juwan from Necas. Player statistics. Carolina is 16th overall in the NHL. They have 63 games played, 32 wins, 27 losses, 4 overtime or shootout losses, 197 goals for, and 180 goals against. They are 18.7 on the power play and 80% on the penalty kill. They've been 7-2-1 in their last 10. They won 7 in a row, and they have 68 points. Next would be the New York Rangers. They won 6-3 away from home against the New York Islanders. It's Panarin from Zibanejad and Fox on the power play, Zibanejad from Panarin and Miller, Kreider from Johnson and Kakko, Zibanejad from Panarin and Buchnevich, And then Kreider from Kakko and Fox in the empty net. And then Brassard from Lafreniere and Johnson in the empty net. Then you lost 3-4 at home against the Vegas Golden Knights. It is Kakko from Kreider and Strome, and Panarin from Zibanejad and Buchnevich, and then Cheadle from Brassard. Then you beat the Stanley Cup champions at their home 3-2 in a shootout. It is Strome from Kreider and Hayek, and then Brassard from Lafreniere and Cheadle. Both Brassard and Strome both scored in the shootout. Then you lost at home 3-2 against the Buffalo Sabres. It is Frelick from Lemieux and D'Angelo, then Hutton from Zibanejad. Then you lost away from home 3-4 against the Chicago Blackhawks. It is Panarin from D'Angelo and Zibanejad on the power play, Zibanejad from D'Angelo and Panarin, and then Kreider from Kakko and Strome in the empty net in the power play. Player statistic. You're 11th overall in the NHL. You have 60 games played, 34 wins, 21 losses, 5 overtime or shootout losses. You're 184 games, goals for, 154 goals against. 18.1 on your power play, 81% on your penalty kill. You're 6-1-3 in your last 10, and you have 1 overtime loss streak, and you have 73 points. Next is Toronto. Your first game was a loss away from home 6-3 against the New Jersey Devils. Tavares from Marner and Hollowell, Petan from Abramov and Hollowell, and then Marner from Matthews and Riley. Then you lost away from home 2-1 against the Buffalo Sabres. It is Penan from Anderson and Duzak. Then you lost in overtime 3-2 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It is Hollander from Anderson and Petan, then Marner from Mikheyev and Holloway. And you beat the Boston Bruins at home 6-3. It is Tavares from Marner, Riley from Matthews and Marner on the power play, Duzak from Petan, Abramov from Brooks and Riley, Matthews from Mikheyev and Nylander, and then Anderson from Tavares. Then you won away from home against the Washington Capitals 3-2. It is Hyman from Tavares and Nylander, Matthews from Mikheyev and Riley on the power play, then Hollander from Anderson and Martinez. Then you lost away from home 3-4 against the Ottawa Senators in the shootout. It is Petan from Mikheyev and Nylander, then Hyman from Anderson and Hollander, and then Hollander from Anderson and Martinez. You lost at home 3-2 against the Calgary Flames. It is Tavares from Mikheyev and Nylander on the power play, then Hyman from Hollowell. Player statistics. Toronto is 3rd overall in the NHL, 61 games played, 37 wins, 15 losses, 9 overtime or shootout losses, 209 goals for, 157 goals against, 24.5 on the power play, and 80.7 on the penalty kill. You're 4-4-2 in your last 10. You lost your last one, and you have 83 points. Last but not least, the Winnipeg Jets. You beat the Boston Bruins away from home 2-0. It is Morrissey from Wheeler and Pionk on the power play, then Lehkonen from Ryan and Beaulieu. Then you lost in overtime 3-4 away at Arizona. It is Scheifele from Roslovic, Connor from Scheifele and Roslovic on the power play, and then Morrissey unassisted on the power play. Then you won at home 3-1 against the Nashville Predators. It is Wheeler from Ehlers and Line on the power play, Scheifele from Roslovic and Beaulieu, and then Scheifele from Ehlers and Beaulieu. Then you won 4-3 at home against the Dallas Stars. It is Ehlers from Wheeler on the power play, Appleton from Ryan and Lehkonen, Laine from Connor and Wheeler, and then Harkins from Gustafson and Perfetti. Then you lost in overtime against the Chicago Blackhawks 2-3. It is Ryan from Lekanen, then Ehlers from Pionk on the power play. He won at home 4-0 against the New York Islanders. It is Roslovic from Scheifele and DeMello. Then it's Ehlers from Pionk and Morrissey on the power play, then Perfetti from Ryan, and then Connor from DeMello and Lyonnais. Last but not least, you won away from home 4-2 against the St. Louis Blues. It is Ehlers from Pionk and Wheeler on the power play, Ehlers from Pionk and Morrissey on the power play. Then it's Wheeler from NICU and Hellebuck on the power play, and then it's Morrissey from Roslovic, Wheeler in the empty net. This is your player statistics. Hey, Winnipeg is 4th overall in the NHL. 65 games played, 41 wins, 17 losses, 7 overtime or shootout losses, 212 goals for, 182 goals against, 24.4 on the power play, 86.6 on the penalty kill. You're 8-0-2 in your last 10. You've won 10 in a row, and you have 89 points. Congratulations on your first place there. This is goodbye for now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Check in the description below for not only the Discord server, but also social media. I'll see you guys later.